So this is the reading for Aquarius rising, sun and moon. Oh, Aquarius, with Pluto moving into your sign, you certainly will have been noticing things, especially if you have the sun or other significant planets in the early degrees of Aquarius, where not only we have Pluto, but also Sedna. This may have already brought some quite big changes into your life. And with Pluto retrograding now, you may be going back over those changes that you think, I've just about got my way through these now. And then there's this sense of just going back over them again, exploring that territory again before you then move back over them again and then eventually forward. So, not when Pluto is transiting our sign and maybe there for many years, it's not the easiest of times for us, but it does bring the potential of huge transformation. And I guess we hold on to that because we must transform. We absolutely have to. So that said, then, let's look at where the eclipses are happening for you. So they are occurring across the axes of the 2nd and the 8th house. And with this axis, we're looking with the 2nd house, we're looking at employment, we're looking at our resources, our skills, our sense of self-worth. And it may be that all of that has been under Pluto's heel of transformation already for you, or will be quite soon. So we're looking there at how and in which ways we find our self-esteem. And remember that changes there, the whole point and purpose of them is to ultimately empower you. Sometimes you may, through Pluto, feel powerless to begin with, but that is the spur for you to claim your own power, which is ultimately always Pluto's goal for us, is to empower us. Now you have Pisces there, and then in the opposite 8th house you have Virgo. And this, can be very detailed, centered energy. It's also an energy of you potentially working very hard with the finances of others in some sense. That's also possible. But it could also be where you may be bringing some of that potentially negative Virgo propensity to be critical into some of your deepest relationships. There's a pick the weevils out of the biscuit thing, where nothing is sort of let be. And this could, in some ways, be quite a sabotaging effect on some of your deeper, more personal relationships, which of course will feed in ultimately to your self-worth. So that's certainly worth having a think about. Now on the 24th of September, so getting on for the end of the month, Pluto, which is in your sign, will form a square with Mars. This is for all of us. When Pluto squares Mars, we will see things flare up. Hopefully it will be short-lived, but it's quite an explosive energy. And just beware on that day with Pluto in your sign not to overreact, because this can be a very, very explosive kind of energy. So I think you need your cool Aquarian head on there to avoid that. I think that's would be my advice there. Now, interestingly, your card is the Queen of Cups. And this, on the face of it, seems like almost diametrically opposed to Aquarius and all things Aquarian. But there are some points of similarity. It is reminding you through cups, and I'm thinking of that Pisces North Node in your sense of values, to look as much as you can into the heart, to connect with feeling, which is not always easy for your sign. You know, you are an intellectual sign, you hang out in your head as an air sign, which is really asking you to tune into your feeling nature. But also, the Queen of Cups has real psychic potentials, and actually, Aquarius too can really tap into knowing. It comes through the mental realm with you rather than anything else, but into deep intuitions. So I think you're being prompted here to trust those. You can have flashes of knowing of things, and rather than reason them away, this may be exactly the time to listen to those a little more deeply.